What's up? How's everybody doing? Excuse me, sorry. Notification should be going out. Never does. Like, never wants to. It's like, no. Uh-oh, 1 second. Okay, cool. There it goes. Swag. Testing the audio? Swag. Testing audio? Swag. Okay, audio sounds good. So, yeah. Dark Souls 2. Everyone's favorite video game, Dark Souls 2. Which I love. Oh, I'm online. Well, forgot to turn off online once again. Sorry, I'm just turning off online here. Yeah, but yeah, anyway. So, yeah, Dark Souls 2. I was really killing it last time. We're over halfway done. We're literally over halfway done with Dark Souls 2. Let's see how many hours we're at here. We're at 83 hours. Oh boy. 83 hours. I've been streaming. Yo, what's going on, Ralsei? You streaming Isaac? Oh, okay. Streaming good old-fashioned Isaac? Why am I here at this bonfire? Oh, Minecraft. Hey, I like Minecraft. The problem with it is I'm not... Wait. Am I done with all... Did I kill all the lords in like 3 hours? Did I kill 3 lords in 3 hours? What the heck? Oh my god. I'm like confused where to go. Yeah, I don't actually use Twitch like ever. I can look it up. I'll look it up for you. Hey, you want to hear Mambo number 5 for Dark Souls 2? A little bit of Vendrick in my life. A little bit of, a little bit of Chandra by my side. A little bit of, Ava's all I need. A little bit of Fume Night's what I need. A little bit of, Najka in the sun. A little bit of, let's see here. A little bit of, who's another one with a nice short name? Little bit of Aldia in the sun. Or no, a little bit of Najka in the sun. A little bit of, Najka makes you my man. Or whatever the hell. You like that? What? Okay, I'll look it up later. It's interesting. Yeah, thank you. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong bonfire. Yeah, you know, it's like Dark Souls 2. We need that Dark Souls 2. We need that sweet, sweet Dark Souls 2. We need it. It's like an addiction. It's like I'm sitting here playing Dark Souls 2 and just how great it is. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't messed around with Twitch yet, and cross-streaming seems like it would be really difficult to do. But I bet it's actually really easy, and I should probably do it. I should probably cross-stream. Because in theory, I could make like twice as much per stream, right? Like, hypothetically. That's not necessarily the case. And I don't know how to set it up in OBS yet. Oh, that's another issue, is I don't technically know how to set it up. But I should probably cross-stream. That's actually a really good tip there, I'll say. Dude, didn't Minecraft just get a new update? Isn't that what's going on? Isn't there, like, Nautiluses and stuff now? Oop. Gentlemen. No. Hold up. I'll look it up. I'll look up your... I can't find it. I was struggling to find it on Google. But I should probably just go to Twitch and look it up. Just straight up. Yeah, there's a bunch of new stuff. A bunch of copper and just random crap like that. Which is why I haven't played Minecraft yet, is because I want to wait for them to run out of stuff to update it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't keep track on Minecraft very well. I need to look up how to cross-stream. But I'm not sure how I would deal with 2 chats at once. That seems like it'd be really difficult. I wish YouTube would just pay me more for not cross-streaming, but I'm not big enough for that, so it doesn't matter. What's your... Oh yeah, it's URL say smoking a blunt 1. There you go, you're watching Minecraft. Look at that. Play Minecraft. You're gonna... Wow, you got a sword. Look at that. Damn, Minecraft looks way different. I remember when Minecraft was new. I was like in high school when Minecraft was new. When Minecraft was literally in beta, I was in high school. And I remember messing around with it. It was like really weird. Well, anyway. Yeah, shaders. Yeah, there's a texture pack I used to really like called, I can't remember what it's called anymore, but there was a texture pack I would do. Every time I play Minecraft, there was a texture pack I do. But I can't remember what it's called anymore. It's been so long since I played Minecraft. Can I urine these? Nope. These cannot be urined. I don't remember. Yeah, sorry. I don't remember what the texture pack is called. No, I don't remember what it's called. It's been so long. It was a really cool texture pack. It's probably not even still being updated anymore. But it was really, really, really cool. It was a really good texture pack that I loved very much. But it hasn't been in the game, or I haven't played Minecraft in like 10 years. Like, they literally stole my Mojang account, too. Like, because you remember when they had Hey, dude, what's going on? Do you want to hear Mambo number 5 for Dark Souls 2? Before you head out? A little bit of Vendrick in my life. A little bit of Nishandra by my side. A little bit of Aldia's all I need. A little bit of Najka's what I need. A little bit of Fume Night in the sun. A little bit of Sirloin's what I want. Little bit of Ava's what I need. A little Ice Rapier makes them dead bosses. Doo. Thanks, I worked really hard on it. It just came to me. I was like sitting there before stream. I'm like, hey, you know what would be really funny? Gotta formalize it. Okay, this part is tough. This part is actually really tough, so we're gonna have to deal with this part like very slowly, I think. Also, I have fire weapon and not dark weapon, which I think they have more dark resistance because of the rain. I'm not sure if the rain actually does anything or if it's only like water pools of water. But either way, no! No! You fools. It's time. I refuse to put up with this for even another second. Look at her cape go every time I cast Dark Orb. Look at that. Are you seeing that? Are you guys seeing this? Hold on, we gotta check that out. This needs further examination. Okay, let's see. Look at that, her cape just goes crazy when I cast Dark Orb. Look at that. So apparently there's a huge gust of wind every time I cast a spell. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's not really a big deal. Yeah, it's like super weird. I've never in my... Oh, I gotta record this too. I've never in my entire life... I've never seen such a thing. Hurry out, poisoned. I'm gonna poison this other one right here. That really stung. Oh. Factorio is really good, honestly. I love Factorio. That's another really, like, just go to game. I might actually stream Factorio someday, because that's so good. It's like a next level video game, honestly. Like, low key. Oop. I love Factorio so much. Factorio is literally so good. Yeah, and also, of course, obviously, I advise people to pop in and out. If you're watching a live stream for 3 hours, that's a long time to be watching a live stream. That's almost like 2 movies. You know what I mean? That's like a movie and a half. It's like that's a lot. So don't be afraid to pop in and out, because you know it's how it is. Yeah. So when I watch live streams, I don't watch live streams continuously. I don't sit there and watch like the streamer for 3 full hours. Sometimes I have in the past. But most of the time when I watch live streams, I watch for like 30 minutes at a time, something like that. Or maybe like 20 minutes at a time. And then I just like mute it and do something else for a little bit, and then I like go back and watch the live stream. Is what I usually do. So I have it in my browser muted. Or maybe yeah. Sometimes I'll let it run infinitely if I'm like playing a League game or something. Do something like that. But yeah, I definitely do not watch streamers for the entire time they're live. And also I'm live like every day. I'm live like 5 days a week. So, but I mean, you know, never not down to also have a chat neither. So, okay, there's first dragon. Let's see if we can get the second one. Or there's first, what it's called. Come on, come on, come on, game. Just run me hard balls. Yeah, I'll have to work out dual streaming, because I know there's a lot of streamers that do dual streaming. And, I'm not, like, opposed to it or anything like that, but it's not something I've thought about yet. Oh, wow, okay, I just opened the door. Okay, bow and arrows are busted. Bows and arrows are literally broken, you guys. Bows and arrows are shattered. I'm literally shattering this game with this bow and arrow. This is, like, disgusting. They're gonna open this door. This door is, like, open, and I've fought, like, 0 guys. I've only killed the Red Phantom. Open up. Let me in! Anyone know that meme with Eric Andre? Let me in! Yeah, I'll look into that at some point. That was, oh shoot. It finally caught up with me. My swagger. Oh my god, I'm stuck. The door isn't open. There's 4 of them. Why are there 4 of them? Uh-oh. Okay, that caught up with me, yeah. See, I should have known. That was too efficient. That was way too efficient. Oh. No, please. Please don't do this to me. Wait, I have urine. I can urine them. These guys get urine really easy. I just gotta... Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, this goes back. Drop down the urn. Okay, now you guys are cooked. Now you boys are all goofed. I wonder if I have... Do I have to... Well, I do want to talk to what's his face? I want to talk to Williger. So I can get... there's actually 2 things I want from Williger, I think. Okay, we're just going to Dark Orb him. Yeah. Cheese it good. You gotta cheese it. Yeah, I was watching... the live stream I was watching last was... Oh, come on. Come on. That's just fun. Awesome. Anyway, the live stream I was watching last was Pokemon ZA. So there's a guy imported cheese. Really, really hilarious guy. And I really love his content. He's a really smart guy. He'll do live streams though where he does takes live on stream, right? Where he's like trying to do deliveries, and so he repeats himself over and over again in the span of like a minute. And it's like it's one thing to like replay your jokes because you know people aren't watching constantly, so you kind of gotta, you know. But on the other hand, like trying to do takes just so you can save time is a little annoying. But I don't think, like I said, I still love him as a streamer. He's still a really good streamer. Okay, we're gonna go Soul the Rotten here. We're gonna buy all these soul gems from him. Like I'm probably gonna have to do the Mambo number 5 joke like several more times. Because I teed that up and now and there's only like, you know, 3 or 4 people watching right now, so but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Okay, Mr. Knight. Come on. You can just drop. Or okay, I guess I'll just ladder down. It's fine. They can't really follow me. Yeah, I should probably get dual streaming on. But yeah, I've been tearing through this game suddenly. Suddenly I've been ripping this game to pieces. Absolutely shattering it. Unceremoniously. Okay, we're gonna go, actually... We're going to go to Black Gulch, and we're gonna talk to... What's his face? We're gonna talk to the guy. Or no. We don't want to talk to the guy yet. We do not want to talk to the guy yet. Or wait, no, we do? Yes, no. How do I want to do this? No, we talked to... Okay, no. We talked to this guy last. We talked to the guy in Black Gulch last. Black Gulch guy is last. And the reason why Black Gulch guy is last is because when we come back into Black Gulch, we'll have to kill an invader no matter what we do. So we may as well only kill a single invader, I think. So I think for my Black Gulch route, I need to like optimize it so that I only kill 1 invader total. But that's actually really tough though, because you gotta get, yeah, so I need to get Forgotten Key. Maybe I can't. Maybe I have to fight both invaders. Like, it's just impractical to try to not fight both invaders, I think. I'm not sure. Ooh, swag. Okay, homeboy. Just skip him. Go down. Oh. There's a bonfire here. Oh, there we go. And then we go to Kingsgate. I'm in the zone all of a sudden. I'm absolutely in the zone all of a sudden. I'm just completely, like, unmistakably in the zone all of a sudden. Like, for the last stream or so, I've just been completely on the money. Just 100% wrecking the game. 10 out of 10. Blasting it. Come here, son. Oh. Oh. Oh, come on. I woke up another one. No? Oh. Oh, well. Door's open. So we're good. Grab the flower, and then just jet up straight to the top. Hold up, I'll actually watch your Minecraft stream. 1 second. Let me take a look at your Minecraft stream. Let's take a look at this. I'm not familiar with Twitch. Oh, you're gonna end the stream? Oh, cool. Yeah, go ahead and do some Binding Isaac. Now just switch right up. No, it's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Do whatever you gotta do. I'll watch some Binding of Isaac. I'll commentate on your play a little bit. How's that sound? I'll give you some pointers. Although you're already pretty talented at the Binding of Isaac, I'm gonna be honest with you. But it's just a matter of like putting in the effort, putting in the work. But I'll do it anyway. Oop. That was weird. So I gotta kill that guy in the future, I guess. Oh. Yeah, I don't really use Twitch, I'm gonna be honest with you. Where's your channel? How do I get back to your channel? There we go. Cool. Yeah, let's take a look. Isaac, man, I love Isaac. Let me tell you. If they can inject the Binding of Isaac into my veins, I would do it. Wow, the only problem with Twitch is it seems like the bots are worse or something. Oh my gosh. Any of them. Just do one. Just get it going. Blast one off. Just go. Get on it. Do head trauma. Yeah, why not? Just go do head trauma. Okay, let's see here. So. Ultra hard? Yeah, well that's gonna be hard. You're gonna have a really hard time with that one. You're not gonna be able to complete that one yet, I don't think. Or it's gonna take you a lot of work. So you can definitely do it, but it's gonna take you a huge amount of work to do it, to successfully do it. Okay. Oh, I need to get this. Yeah, no, you will. Well, you probably can complete it, but it's going to take you hours. It's going to take you days and days probably to do it. Would be my estimation. So if you want to do that challenge in Isaac, it's going to take you a really long time, which is fine. You need to put the work in now to get it done, right? In the long run, but at the same time, you need to be aware that like it's going to take you a while. Okay, you can give this one a shot. Usually for this one, you just like take good runs. So this is like a really bad run, so it's honestly not even worth taking. I would just hold. I mean, like you can try it out, but to a certain extent, I just hold R in a lot of these. These are really bad. Most of these are really bad challenges, honestly. Or I mean, most of these are really bad item pools. Oh, if that makes sense. Like you actually do not have the resources to complete this challenge like half the time. Oh. It's like really bad. So I'd like wait till I get like Godhead or like whatever it's called. Like Epic Fetus, maybe. Brimstone. Just like really good stuff like that. But I mean, you can try. Give it a shot. Don't be too afraid. So like, give it a shot. But having only 12 items and on And that boss is like really stupid. Like no one is gonna do that boss with 12 items. Not a single person in the whole wide world is gonna be at Mega Satan with 12 items. 12 just like random items that do nothing. So it's not my favorite challenge for sure, definitely. But don't be too afraid to try it. Yeah, if you're, but you can hold R here, and just wait till you get something super crazy. Or no, I guess you have double tiers here, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, keep going with this one. Keep going with this one. It's okay. Yes, that's the problem. Is like you need really good items to actually even do it. So we're talking about here the Binding of Isaac. So this guy, Ralsei here is asking me about the Binding of Isaac, or he's playing some Binding of Isaac on his stream, and I'm giving him some pointers if I can. But it's tough. It's a hard game, for sure. So if you're not familiar with the Binding of Isaac, very tricky game. And he's in the middle of Bass Backwards challenge, which is basically you start at the end of the game, and then you go to the beginning. And so, like, obviously the hardest part is the beginning of the game. But it's kind of unfair because the game starts you with, like, 12 random items. It's like getting all the way to Mega Satan with just 12 random items is, like, really stupid. Or it doesn't really make any sense. Kind of. It's not, like, the worst thing in the world, but it's a very interesting challenge for sure. It's good while I clean out these easy areas here. Oh yeah, also we're gonna do Deathless Shrine. Oh no. Ah. Well, there goes my ego. I got absolutely wrecked there. I got totally obliterated there. Yeah, so you see how you don't do enough damage to clear these out? Like there's like a death up. There's like a death and a war up and stuff like that, and it's like you literally just don't have enough damage to clear these out efficiently. And there's like no way for you to get enough damage to clear these out efficiently, except by just like resetting. And you can't even, like well, I guess you have Mercurius too, which is really cool. So that way you can just skip like basically the whole game by just running through doors. But even that doesn't really make up for your... But I mean, if you do it, man, you do it. I'm not gonna... Hold up. We gotta get these guys. Ow. So next up is Mirror Knight, which is actually a really easy boss. But I have to actually get to him here. Once I trigger this elevator, I just feather out, and then. There we go. Got that one done. Sweet. Why do I have this ring spread? Go Dark Clutch. Old Leo. And then we'll head down to yeah, and then we'll go up the elevator here. I'm like on a huge winning stream. Yeah. Keep that one. Keep that run. Sacred Heart, Pajamas, Meat, Hive Mind, Sausage. Yeah, keep that one. Like really push this one. This is why I'm telling you, don't waste your time with those really crappy item spreads. This is an actual item spread. Use this item spread. Okay? Like oh, you have Ludovico technique, which sucks, but that's okay. Just like run it down and like focus on the head. Focus on the head here. Don't even touch his hands. Just hit his head with this. You don't have to deal with his hands. Yeah, your shot speed is really low, though. So, but at least you do damage here. And you're home, so it's like all that really matters, yeah. So you just kind of, yeah. Fire off some some Abaddons, too. Yeah, there you go. But anyway, so then what we do is we go... So this boss will be relatively easy to get. Or no. What am I saying? We need to get this chest. So this chest will be really tough to get because it's... Yeah, but I think you got the principle. So I'm not going to be focusing on your stream very much here. Just so I can focus on Dark Souls 2, but... I think you get the idea. I feel like if you just put in the work here, you'll have this challenge done in no time. Okay. Lure him back to this side here. There's Red Phantom, and then... Hiya! Back down the elevator, so you can't follow me, and then we just feather out. Okay. So... Where am I? Yeah, King's Passage. I think we can just skip all the stone statues, I don't know for sure. Oh, I need to... Uh-oh. I haven't sit at the bonfire. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so Mirror Knight is relatively simple. Pretty standard. Do I have the right setup? Yeah, I do. I guess I got a Ring of Blades here. Sort of doesn't really matter. So 130. How much do I lose by equipping Dark Clutch? A lot, actually. Wow, okay. How much do I gain from Dark? 66. Versus... Where is it? Oh, not that one. Okay, wow. So yeah, Ring of Blades is the clear winner here. Unless I'm casting spells. Oh, I forgot to denial. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay, gentlemen. Oh, wait, I think I can denial... Or I think I can... Yearn them, maybe? Nope, they definitely do not do Yearn. Uh-oh. Well... Oh no, I locked myself out of saving the Milfinito. Whatever shall I do? No, just keep trying. Just keep trying. It's like tough, but just keep trying. Eventually they'll lock on the homing will lock on to the right target eventually. It's not easy. Yeah, you gotta that wave is really hard. There's like gluttony, there's an ultra gluttony, yeah, it's like really tough wave. An ultra pride, yeah. And if you can't, just give the best shot you can. Oh. Yeah. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's okay. Just try it again. Yeah, it happens. Ludovico technique there was really unlucky. Really unlucky that you got Ludovico technique. All the rest of those items were really good. It was just the Ludovico technique. It was kind of unlucky. So you got to just try it again. Yeah, honestly, like I said, just reset for this one. This run sucks. This is a complete joke. You have like Pluto. You have like Pluto and $3 bill and Play-Doh cookie and hairball, like mirror. This is just stupid. Just reset this one. I think you don't have to. And if you want to try it, it's up to you. But my opinion is that run right there is no good. You're wasting your time with that run. Just give it. Just hold R. Just hold the R key. Yeah, in theory, but your damage is still so pathetic that it just like doesn't matter. I think. What do you? Okay. I mean, if you want to do it, don't let me stop you. I'm definitely not going to sit there and tell you, oh, you can, you know, you don't do this one, right? I'm just like, if you want to try, absolutely. Because, but I've gone through this process before, and in my opinion, you should reset this one. But give it a shot. Give it a shot. Try it out. Okay, so we're going to level up one more time. We're going to level up again, and then we're going to, and then we're going to clap, or excuse me. Maybe I shouldn't use that term. We're going to easily beat the Shrine of Amana. I'm a Shrine of Amana master. I have the technique on Shrine of Amana. I'm a Shrine of Amana machine. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know for PS5 either. It's fine. Don't worry too much about it. Does anyone else love Dark Souls 2 like me? I love Dark Souls 2. I saw this video the other day, or I saw this video last night, where some guy was complaining about how horrible Dark Souls 2 was. It was like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. He's like, the controls suck, the enemies are just everywhere. This game is like torture, and it was like, it's like, he's not wrong, and it's like the funniest thing ever. Because I love Dark Souls 2. It is, it's not a terrible game, but it is wonky. It is a very strange video game, and that's what makes it charming. That's where its charm is. You know, it's like, in a world, you know, it's like that episode of SpongeBob where he becomes normal or whatever. It's like, that's not what we need. What we need is weirdos. We need weirdos like Dark Souls 2 to keep us all on our toes. So that that's true, yeah. Well, I mean, Dark Souls 2 is above and beyond. I think most people agree Dark Souls 2 is much harder than Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1. Now, maybe not harder is the right word, but like different. Different is a word for it. Different is definitely a word for it. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna cheese this area with arrows. We're gonna hella cheese this area with arrows. Does it literally aggro all of them? What a load. Come on, stop eating my iframes. Stop eating my inputs. This game also eats your inputs. He didn't mention that. This game loves to eat your inputs. This game is like, hey, you know, you like those inputs that you have for the game? You know, your controls? We're just going to eat that. We're just going to eat those inputs. Like, you want to Estus against the boss, and the game's like, no. It's like that meme where it's like, isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? There's like some meme of like divorce, like some like Christian divorce meme or whatever. And it's like, isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? And it's like Jesus. And it's like, I want to dodge roll. I want to dodge roll, right? With the enemies or something. Like, there's an Archstrike Knight there. It's like me. It's like, I want to dodge roll. And then the Archstrike Knight, or no, I want to run. Or I want to Estus or whatever. And then you know, Miyazaki's there and he's like, isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? I don't know. Is that track? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Nah, don't worry about it. Oh shoot. No. Cool. Swag. I think I just skip her. What are you gonna do? God, look at her. I love these NPCs. Look at that. Just incredible. So kawaii. Okay, and then again, this is the hard stretch. Well, this isn't the hard stretch. There's a stretch at the very end that's the hard stretch. Or there's a stretch. This is the first half of the hard stretch. Because you have to clear all the way up to this point. You have to clear up to the hard point. But once you get through this stretch, Shrine of Amon is actually really easy. Getting through this stretch is the hard part, though. Definitely. Very much getting through this point is the hard stretch. We'll get there. So you want to skip the old knight here. Oh. Or the, yeah, the ancient knight or whatever. I can't remember what they're called. So you pick off those two. That's pretty easy. And then you pick off, and then you pull this lizard man. Uh-oh. So that he can't interfere. And you pull your bow and arrow and you pick off this next one. Oh, there's Red Phantom. I forgot about the Red Phantom. Okay, whoops. Never mind. I forgot about the Red Phantom. The non-respawning Red Phantom that this area has. Yeah, definitely. There's definitely an issue with this game though that people are justified in talking about, and that's the fact that like you have to cheese areas like this. You realistically have to cheese them if you want to do them correctly. You have to cheese them. Like that's literally it. That's literally all there is to it. Is like this is an area that's designed to be cheesed. I guess this isn't really cheesing, right? I don't know. It's up to you to decide the truth. Yeah, and so you pull that one by hitting him from behind the pillar. Boom. Nice and simple. Same principle here. We just snipe this one. We use poison arrows here too to make it a little bit more efficient. But we don't have to because they're so vulnerable to thrust in dark. Boom. Nice and easy, right? She didn't even get a spell off. And now we just make sure we don't get mobbed by lizards. So I think I picked them off. And there's like death pits all over this place too, obscured by the water naturally. So you got to be careful of that. So I think we can actually kill this one with the sword. Oh. You just gotta be careful about the one on the other side. Oh, in between the... Shoot. Oh, yep. Come back over here and pick off this one. We might be able to get away with not picking up that one. Oh, it's a fire seed, okay. I don't really need that. What I need is more flame butterflies. Oh. Kill this lizard. There we go. There's a lizard we should be able to pull. Yeah. So what do you got now? Okay. Yeah, take this one. Take this one. Yeah, see what unlocking C-section does for you? That's a really good one. Yeah, take this one. You got a C-section and a Sci-Fly. So yeah. Give this one a shot. Now you understand. You really do get it now, I think. Pick off this lizard. Boom. 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 Yep. And this is sort of the joke about DS2. Is like they make you to fight like everything in some of these areas. Some of these areas they make you fight everything. There's like a very small number of areas where they let you skip stuff. But I guess in DS3 it feels like more of a chore to fight enemies. Whereas in this game it's really just more of the it's just part of the process, you know? So, I don't know. I have no strong opinion one way or another. That's me. That's a Futurama reference. There's an episode of Futurama where they where they go to the neutral planet, and Zapp Brannigan hates them because they're neutral. So Zapp Brannigan's actually really interesting. I don't know if you know Futurama or if anyone knows Futurama, but Zapp Brannigan is actually really interesting because he's actually a pastiche of a bunch of different characters. So like most infamously, he's a parody of Captain Kirk, right? Where the idea being is he's like a womanizing space captain, like a hot-headed womanizing space captain, right? Like it doesn't make any sense. And then like it's like the opposite. Like that's sort of the joke about Picard. Is like Picard in Next Generation is supposed to be like the opposite of that. That's what Picard is not, right? So the original, so he's like this oafish, hot-headed, brawling, you know, space captain, Kirk, and then they, you know, and then in Next Generation it's like an actual guy who's like a real space captain, and then but there's also apparently there's a character named Stern from these old comics. And Zapp Brannigan really reminds me of that character too. So there's this film called Heavy Metal. And Zapp Brannigan is apparently a lot like the Captain Stern character from the film Heavy Metal. It's really interesting. I was watching it. And the voice of Squidward is in it too. The guy who voices Squidward is in it. As like Captain Stern's like enemy / friend. It's hard to explain. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh boy. Yeah, see, this is the tough part. So you got to make sure you get the first part really consistent, because this part's the tough part. Ah, man. I didn't even kill her. See, maybe bust out poison for these. Oh. Ah, it's eating my input. The game's eating my input. Okay. We just do it again. Where is he? Fudge. I'm out of position here slightly. Nope, no, we're good. We're good. Oh wait, wait. Die, please. Thank you. Okay, excellent. Now. Yeah, did you do it? Good job, man. Really good job. Really good work. Yep. Yeah. Now you know the trick. So for these, yeah, you may not want to take any of those. It's up to you. Yeah, now you gotta fight Satan though. So good luck with that. Good luck on Satan. He's pretty tough. Yeah, incredible work, my friend. Incredible work. Congratulations. It's a big moment. Yep, and because I cleaned out all these enemies, their AI, it's really easy to tether them like this. Yep, and I can just pick off one at a time. They basically can't do anything, or their AI is like decides it can't do anything. So this one's gonna try to fight me though. Oh, yeah, I know he decides not to. Yep, sorry. You gotta work on that Mega Satan fight. And honestly, if you're running, if you have like, if you should spend those red hearts on you should spend those red hearts on devil deals if you have a bunch of missing red heart devil deals. Also, I don't think you're gonna gain. Okay, yeah, keep going. Yep, there you go, Sacred Heart again. And now you have Dark Matter and you have Pyromania. Yep. So I think this is a really good one. Give this one a shot. Very, very good. Very, very excellent run you have here. So yeah, he's playing, like I said, he's playing Binding of Isaac, and there's a challenge where you start at the beginning of the game, or you start at the end of the game, and it's like the items you get really matter. And so I'm just going over, because I'm an Isaac master. I'm like a top level Isaac player, so it's always passion of mine to go over Isaac and talk about Isaac. Okay, and again, we just cheese this guy by running him back through this door. And they don't like to go into the house for some reason, unless you like sit in there. Their pathing is all squonkus. Where is he? There he is. Oh, geez, running at a dark orb here actually. There we go. Which is like it's gonna be a little tight here. Maybe I'll just poison arrow him or something. Well, yeah, or yeah, you're right. I misspoke there. You start at the end of the game, not at the beginning. I love Isaac. I'm a big Isaac fan. So if you've never played The Binding of Isaac, I'm a huge fan of it. Massive Isaac guy. Big ol' Isaac head. I was playing Isaac earlier today, even. Can we just pull this last one? His AI is like stuck, I guess. Yeah, his AI is like stuck or something. I don't know. Because he should be chasing after me. There he goes, I guess. That's weird. There we go, yep. Now we just run past him. Okay, now... Bonfire. Okay, this will be easy. Killing what's-his-face here is pretty easy. I have a really consistent setup for this section. Okay. Okay, now we just run past. This is actually really easy. I'm gonna denial beforehand though. Not that I actually need to, because Demon in a Song, he lets you like he lets you like set up on him. He lets you like buff up all your stuff, so not really an issue. Uh-oh. And before Kindler gets to do anything, we just... There we go. Yep. Pop open the door. Right in. Yep, super easy. Super easy. Buff up. Buff up Dark Weapon. Now? Hello, Demon of Song, my friend. Oh, I don't have the right ring on. So this boss is super easy. You just like back up from him whenever he does his dumb thing. While he does that, I'm gonna just put on my O'Leal ring to do more damage. Oh, gotta be careful. Oh wow, yeah. See, yep, Demon of Song, very dangerous actually. Just one shots you. When he pops open, you just have to like go back. You don't want to be trying to actually dodge his attacks. Just roll backwards. There we go, nice and easy. As long as you do it right. As long as you do it correctly. That's pretty lame that it's actually pretty weak of me that I got hit there at all. Okay, now we go up here to this. Yeah, so there's only one guy left. Oh. Did not get the backstab. Yeah, that's why I recommend just literally being out of his range. Because he basically warns you when he's going to attack. So what you do is you literally just be out of his range. You're just like you just like back step or not back step. You just like roll or walk backwards, and then whatever his attack is, it will just miss you completely, 100% of the time. It's like I honestly think it's the thing that makes him so easy. Is like he's the only boss where you don't really have to dodge him even. You literally don't even have to like know his timings or actually even dodge him. You just have to. Like, I literally think Scorpionus Najka is a harder boss. By a lot. But, like, a lot. By the way, how you doing, Dobus? Good to see you. My alumni event went pretty well. So that was nice. Got some roasted carrots and some potatoes. Very delicious. You know, it's okay. It's been a nice week. It's a little colder here, which is kind of like put me off, and like, you know, it's raining and stuff like that, but this is part of it. What was I gonna say again? What was I gonna say again? Oh yeah, you want to hear the Mambo number 5 for Dark Souls 2? A little bit of Vendrick in my life. A little bit of Ava, what I want. Or wait. Little bit of Deshandra's all I need. A little bit of Aldia is what I... something. A little bit of Najka in the sun. Ice rapier makes them dead bosses. Doo doo. He's streaming Isaac right now, and he's actually doing pretty good. He's actually doing pretty good. He needs just like he's working on his challenge right now where you start at the end of the game. It's actually really interesting to watch. Okay, so we go to him and we buy a bunch of those. Honestly, I might buy dark arrows here. They're like never worth buying, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, I don't need any more of those, so we'll just use one. Were you talking about the trumpet? Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I actually don't use Twitch either. That's a weird thing. But it still works for me. Like I can still watch this stream on Twitch. But maybe what I'll do is I might double stream at some point. Oop. See, I don't know what I don't know what you get for having a Twitch account with Twitch. But it's interesting. Okay, so we go. We need to lower the bridge. This area is really easy. If the game stops eating my inputs, it's really easy. Okay. Yeah, and I've actually been killing it recently. This stream and last stream, I've been absolutely wrecking it. I've been really getting the game all of a sudden and just like absolutely like shattering it. Like I killed all 3 lords last stream. I killed 3 of the 4 lords last stream. Just in one go. In just like 3 hours. Like an hour per lord. It was pretty crazy. If I can do the DLCs in that kind of speed, this will be like really good. This will be like a really crazy run. But it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, good job, dude. Really good job. Really good job. Absolutely insanely good job. Oh wait, I need to lower the bridge. Because I need to prep fire here. Okay, look at those items. Hold up, stop. Don't do anything. Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, you did it. You did the thing. I was gonna tell you to look at those items. How much HP do you have? No, you should have spent some of those souls. You should have spent those hearts. You literally 100% should have spent those hearts. Because you're not going to be able to regenerate all of them with placenta. But go ahead and keep going. Next time, spend those hearts. Because if you don't have any missing hearts, that's different. But if you have missing hearts, there's no reason not to spend some of those hearts. No, I understand that a lot of times the items are very good, but you still need to consider it. Because I think you almost have enough for. No, yeah, just consider it next time. Bomb enemies in shell. Yes, bomb enemies are, yeah, so you should have a good setup here for those. But yeah, take those devil deals. If you kill Mega Satan again and you have a bunch of missing hearts, consider taking those devil deals. There would have to be like a really good reason not to take a devil deal. Oh, okay, that's true. Well, sort of. I wouldn't rely on that. I mean, how many bombs do you have? How many bombs do you have right now? Because honestly, you should have... If you have any bombs, you should spend those before you even drop down the ladder, the hatch. Also, the other question is how many hearts do you even need? But it's fine. You're right. I see where you're coming from, actually. Your strategy is... Okay, yeah. So he should have given you 5. I don't know what's up with that. Pyromania should have given you 5, but it's okay. No, I see your strat. I see where you're coming from, but I still think it's not as good an idea as doing just spending them. To be honest with you, but I mean, like, go for it. You at least have a really good. You at least do have a reason, which I do respect. I respect that a lot, actually. Oh, okay, that's why you have so. That's why you're so healthy. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's smart. Good job. Good job with that. Like, usually what gets you in Shale is, like, brimstone enemies. Like, bomb enemies are a big part of it, but it's not the whole story. Nope. Oh. Philstat's dead. Okay, we're gonna level up again, and then I'll come back and kill. I guess, yeah, we'll come back and. I kind of don't want to come back and kill Vendrick, so we'll just kill Vendrick right now. Did you kill him? Oh no, you're still okay. You're phase 3. Yep, just make sure you dodge the stomps. You know what? Good job anyway, though. That's what I'm saying. Is like take those devil deals. Don't give yourself the don't at all. Don't worry about your hearts. You have to get through Satan and then all of Shale. So you need every little advantage you can get. But I will say that a lot of times devil deals are really crappy, so it's fine to a certain extent. But definitely, if you have a bunch of red hearts sitting there, spend those because they're doing literally nothing for you all throughout Satan. You won't need them after Satan. The game only gets easier as you go forward. So, like, the last main challenge is really only Mom's Heart, honestly. And I could kill Mom's Heart with my eyes closed, basically. Like, I maybe even legitimately. I mean that hyperbolically. Yeah, hyperbole. But yeah. Yes, Mom's Heart is easy, absolutely. But that's why, you need the extra boon for Satan, because Satan is actually not easy, especially right after Mega Satan. Oh wow, okay, shoot. Gotta do it again. Let me look at your marks real fast here. Shoot, I just died to Vendrick. I just died to stupid Vendrick. And I lost like a ton of souls. Well, I won't lose them, but it's like really scary actually. I can't believe you have J and E marks. Yeah, and another thing I recommend is don't even play on normal mode. Don't even play on normal mode. Literally don't even play on normal mode. Binding of Isaac normal mode literally does nothing. There's no point in even playing on normal mode, I think, in my opinion. So don't even bother. You may as well just get used to hard mode, because you're going to have to do it later anyway. And there's no real upside to playing on normal. There's not like normal mode exclusive achievements or anything like that. So I never play on normal at all. It barely affects anything. I literally don't think it affects hardly anything. So some missiles move faster. Some bullets move faster. That's it. That's all it does. Is cause some bullets to move faster. And so it basically doesn't matter. So yeah, that's... Oh, does it have bit? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. As far as I know, it only affects enemy bullets. And champions don't drop items. So if you kill a champion, it won't drop anything. Yeah, bullets move faster. That's basically it. Everything else doesn't matter, I don't think. Vendrick, the near true monarch. Look at how cool he is. Coveter of fire, seeker of thrones. Stop looking up my loincloth. Why did he take all his armor off? Did they ever explain that in the lore? Is there any explanation why Vendrick takes off all his armor? I guess you don't have to fight him for his ring. He's like a weird bonus boss. Man, look at those dirty, dirty iframes. Oh yeah, I guess I haven't done Arnold Schwarzenegger today. It's not a tumor. I'm going to kill Vendrick by stabbing him. He's worth a lot of souls. Okay, yeah, he's worth a ton of souls. I'm gonna like level up twice off of this. Yeah, look at that. You can walk on his stuff too. You can walk on his armor too for no reason. Okay, so we go to Majula. We're gonna level up 2 whole times here, and then we go to Aldi's Keep. Everyone's favorite place, Aldi's Keep. Bearer of the curse. I'm from the Ireland. Oh, sure, bearer of the curse. You're a real bearer of the curse, aren't ya? Oh, sure. I'm a leprechaun. Oh, sure. You're a real bearer of the curse, ain't ya? I'm from the county. I can't do it. I can't do it Australian. Or I guess I can do an Australian. Down under. Me and my mates. We're going to the back. We're going out back. We're gonna hug some kangaroos. Me and me Chad mates. And then we're going to Hungry Jack's for a bite to eat. Hungry Jack's being like their Burger King or something. Or it's Carl's Jr. I don't know. It's one of those restaurants. Where am I going? Yeah, this right here. Me and me mates. We're going to Hungry Jack's. Or maybe just Burger King? I don't remember. It's either Burger King or Carl's Jr. I think it's Burger King, actually. It's really funny. I actually watch a lot of Australian YouTubers, and they're really interesting because most of them don't really have that super strong Australian accent. So they have accents, but they don't have like super strong Australian ones. It's like and then you'll hear like an actual Australian talk, and they'll have that like bugger type accent, you know, and you'll be like, why do these YouTubers not have like Australian accents? It's like really weird. It's like the weirdest thing about Australian YouTubers. But apparently it's really good to be an Australian YouTuber because you get paid in dollars. You get paid in US dollars, and a US dollar is worth like twice as much as an Australian dollar. So it's like apparently a really great deal to be an Australian YouTuber. And you make money hand over fist if you're even modestly successful. So I watch like Legend of Total War. That guy does Total War Warhammer. Really cool game. Really cool game, and I love it a lot, but I haven't... Maybe I'll stream that in the future. I don't know. But really cool game. And then I watch another guy named Jimothy Cool who does Pokemon. And he's like... And again, he has that like Australian accent that's not an Australian accent. It's like really weird. And then he had like a guest star on one time that was supposed to be like Furret or whatever, who was like pretending to be the Pokemon Furret. And he's like, and that guy had like an insanely strong, pronounced Australian accent. And I'm like, why does Jimothy not have an Australian accent? And why does this guy have an Australian accent? It's the weirdest thing. It's like, what possible reason could there be for that? And I think it's YouTube. I think it's like the YouTube culture and stuff like that. Because apparently even in Portugal, because of the interconnectedness of the internet and stuff, and because of how big Brazil is and things like that, Portuguese children, their accent is becoming more Brazilian or something like that, because they're all kind of interconnected into the internet, right? Brazilian children and Portuguese children, and Brazilian creators and Portuguese creators and stuff, and so their accent is like changing a little bit. And I think probably even for British people it's true too, especially if you're like an internet British type person. So like you watch the Spiffing Brit, and he probably watches a ton of YouTube, and he probably is losing his accent a little bit, and he probably puts it on for the purpose of show. You know what I mean? So it's really weird. Very, very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Very fascinating to me personally. I'm like really into that kind of stuff. Really cool. Yeah, just delete those guys or whatever. So if you see those guys that are spamming on your channel, you have to like, yeah, he does sound like Pate, doesn't he? That's a good observation actually, because he does. Nefarious Pate. I wish there was an excuse to talk to Pate, because he's actually one of my favorite NPCs in the whole series. COVID. Oh, do you have like a Texan accent or something? Do you have like a southern accent or something like that? Because technically I have an accent. I really don't. Oh, okay. Cool. That's actually really cool. Yeah. But you're in all day watching YouTube videos where they don't talk like that, and so it's like you'll lose it a little bit, I guess. Very interesting. Really interesting stuff. Yeah, I've never met someone with a southern accent who wasn't like 40 or older. Yeah, good job. Yeah, you got to do that. It's part of your job to do that. It hasn't happened to me yet, but if somebody did that, I would literally just like ban them from my chat. Or I would just like, yeah. Yes, that's true. That's a good point. That is a good point as well. But in this case, I'm talking about like specific regional accents. Well, that is a really good point. Yeah, like what is an accent and what is not an accent? Absolutely. No, that is a really good point, actually. Oh, but technically, my English is slightly non-standard, because you know how Canadians are all like a boot. They're all like sorry in a boot. Well, I say mountain. So we don't say mountain, we say mountain. But it's one of those things that's kind of falling. That's kind of like, we're kind of losing it, actually. But apparently there used to be people with much more pronounced Utah accents in the olden days. But I've never heard anyone that I would say has like a super hardcore Utah accent in probably my entire life. And I've met a handful of people who have southern accents. Like that really infamous, or whatever. You know, like that super hardcore Australian accent, whatever it's called, or not Australian. That's super. So I met a woman at a when I was like a teenager, and she had like a really pronounced southern accent. And she would say stuff like "craw," and then when I went to Florida, I met a woman, or there's a woman working at a convenience store, who also had a super strong southern accent. And those two women were were like 40 years old or 50 years old or something each. And I've never since seen someone on the internet who is like young who has a southern accent. I've seen it in like movies and stuff where characters will pretend to have southern accents. Like you're watching like I'm watching like Decker or something, and he's like pretending to have a southern accent. Oh, so you're all like yeah, it's slightly different than a it's you talk slightly different than than an Australian. There's a slightly different accent. Yeah, and actually I saw this thing about the Prime Minister of New Zealand years and years ago. I can't remember what her name is. There's that Prime Minister, that Labour Prime Minister, years and years and years ago, and she even doesn't really have that strong of a Kiwi accent. It sounds to me almost like she has an American accent. It's really interesting. And I think she's in America now. She like teaches at Harvard or something. She teaches political science at Harvard, I believe. No, to me they sound slightly different. I wouldn't say they sound like incredibly different, but Australians have that like shrimp on the babby. They have that like kind of that weird dip in their accent. That sounds like really peculiar to me. It sounds really, really peculiar to us. What the like very, very, very peculiar to us. We love it. Here in America, we love that stuff. We absolutely love it. We can't get enough of Australian accents here. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is it sounds a little? It sounds a lot like that to me too. It sounds like you're like an alternate universe like country music kind of guy. You know, you have a country music where it's like, and I got him a Ford truck. It's like almost like an alternate universe version of that. The Australian accent. Oh yeah, there's another guy I watch who does Simpsons hit and run speedrunning. And his name is Liquid Wi-Fi. He also is losing his accent because he's a YouTuber. It's like really fascinating. Yeah. They're like, we going to the store or something like that. I don't know. I can't do it, but yes. Oh, it's or PewDiePie is from, yeah, but he is also definitely. Yeah, I think he even lives in England too. So I'm not surprised even the tiniest amount that his accent is a little bit on the down and down. But those guys are really, try really hard, I think. Those guys try really, really hard. Yeah, kidding. Yeah, Liquid Wi-Fi. Oh, so you know him. You're familiar with him, yeah. It's Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh, mate. We're doing Simpsons Hit and Run, aye? And I love the Australian fascination with The Simpsons. Yeah, have a good night, Ralsei. Thanks for stopping in. It's been fun. And good luck with that challenge. Keep trying. You're actually almost there. Once you break through those 2 bosses, it's over. Basically. So good luck. Yeah, it really was, yeah. Apparently, I didn't know this. Oh. I didn't know this. Apparently... Oh, shoot. I aggroed them. I didn't know this. Apparently... The Simpsons was like licensed in Australia, and it's like on the television all the time. Which I didn't know. So apparently Australians love The Simpsons, which I don't understand. It's like really weird to us because The Simpsons is like it's not like the cultural relevance of it is like kind of not as big as it used to be. It used to be like this really huge deal. So back in the early days of, yeah, I actually like Summoning Salt too. It's really cool. So back in the early days of The Simpsons, it was like really, it was considered extremely avant-garde. Yeah. But like back in the 80s, The Simpsons was considered extremely avant-garde. Back in the 80s and the 90s, The Simpsons was considered extremely avant-garde. It was like considered like art. Like high art type stuff back when it was like super new. And but in the 90s, oh shoot. Oh no, I didn't get my retrieval. Why didn't I get my retrieval? No, that was so many souls. Oh my god. Why didn't I get my retrieval? Anyway, but in the 90s, in the 80s and the 90s, the late 80s and early 90s, The Simpsons was considered extremely avant-garde. It was like considered very, very, very extremely avant-garde. Yep. 270k. That I could have leveled up with that. I could have hella leveled up with that, and I just didn't, because I'm arrogant. Welcome to Dark Souls. I'm pretty good about it most of the time too. I think there's only been a couple other times this run where I've really just like left souls on the table. Yes. But back in those days, it was considered very avant-garde. And then in the 90s, it was like Family Guy. You know what I mean? And so kind of the secondary height of its popularity was in the 90s when it was like Family Guy, or when he's like when Homer's like doing wacky stuff, like Wacky Hijinks Homer. Like episodes like the Maison Derriere, that's a really funny one, or the Glove Slap one, where Homer, the Tamako one, yeah. Yeah, well, it was supposed to be really artistic. Yeah, it was very artistic, I think. That's what my mom was saying. She was like, back when The Simpsons was new, it was considered very, very avant-garde. Very like it was like haute couture. It was like television, it was like intellectual television or something when it was super new. But since then, it's very much become like a comedy show. Not that I'm complaining. I like the 90s Simpsons just fine. I remember the... Yeah, apparently. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's still true, but I guess that maybe was true at a time. Or maybe it is still true, I don't know. But I mean, I definitely think it's quite good as a show. I think it really does stand out even today as like being better, like higher quality than its Fox lineup, than its Fox compatriots. Of like Family Guy and stuff. And see, that's the thing about Bob's Burgers. I think Bob's Burgers was supposed to be like that too, where their whole plan is to make like a smart show, you know, like Family Guy's like in the gutter, and you know, well, Trailer Park Boys is different, but that is an interesting one too. I remember being like that when I was like 20. It was bad. It was like really bad. We put the spring in Springfield. Yeah, I played Simpsons Road Rage 2, and there's like, I love all the bits to the show in the background of those games. Like you'll see like the Maison Derriere and stuff. Oh, the actual guy? That wouldn't surprise me. I haven't watched that much of that though. There was a YouTube show not that long ago. It was from Australia too, called The Big Les Show, and that was really funny. Where it's an Australian, it's like a bunch of Australian drug addicts. I thought that was really funny. And then was another one. So if you haven't seen The Big Les Show, watch that. It's pretty funny. Or, well, it actually really isn't, retrospectively. But, it's kind of funny. When I was, like, you know, 20 or whatever. And then, no, I love Rick and Morty still. I still watch Rick and Morty. I still love Rick and Morty. There was a really good Rick and Morty episode not that long ago that I watched, like, a week ago. I know that I watched like yesterday or something, or the day before yesterday or something like that. The one with Jerry. There's like a Jerry one that's really good. And even the season finale was okay for this season. Actually. I actually really like Rick and Morty. I think a lot of the new episodes don't land. They don't really get the premise, or they're really high concept, but they don't really land. Like the bit doesn't land. But it doesn't really change the fact that I still like Rick and Morty. I still think new Rick and Morty's pretty okay. Some of them are bad. But I think even some old episodes were bad too. Oh, I need to get the Ashen Mist Heart. Yeah. Merc Shifts and Sirs, blah blah blah. Ashen Mist Heart. Yeah, I gotcha. Don't worry, Mr. Dragon, I'm listening. So I actually, yeah, in fact, I think actually some of the best episodes are new season episodes. Well, not most of them are bad, but some of them are really insanely good. Some of them are like really insanely good. I'm trying to think of one that was, yeah, like this Jerry one is pretty good for this new season. The season finale is okay. But definitely like episodes like Anatomy Park are still really funny. But I watched like Corn Planet, Cobb Planet was really good. I think that's considered newer, or that's considered earlier. Cobb Planet is really, really funny. Cobb Planet was like, it's probably my favorite one of all. Where they go to the, they land, they're trying to find a new Earth, and they land on a planet, and they're like, everything's on a cob, and it's like the sun's on a cob, the mountains are on a cob, the fruit's on a cob, everything's on a cob, the flies and bees and stuff are on a cob, and Rick's like, get in the car, get in the car, and so they go to like 3 different planets, and one of them is too small, one of them the sun screams, and the third one is Cobb Planet, and they're like, and Rick is like, at the end of it, he's like, you have 2 choices, everybody. We either get the small planet, or we get the Screaming Sun Planet, because Cobb Planet is right out. And I think that joke is like, probably one of the funniest jokes in the entire series. Yeah, Get Swifty's also pretty funny too. Where the giant weird aliens look like him. But yeah, a lot of the new ones aren't really all that good. They're okay. I do like one thing I did like about the new ones is the Story Lord one. So there's a character who has like who's a meta narrative like controller. His whole thing is that he realizes that the Rick and Morty takes place within the confines of a story, and so he like controls the story, and we're like, no, don't go in the air, you jerk, you freaking jerk, don't go in the air, bad dog, bad dog. Bad dog! Gah! Bad freaking dog. Bad dog. It's like, this is what dog ownership is like. God, maybe I'll... You know, it's like, it's just so crazy. You gotta train your dogs well. It's like, this is my huge Pomeranian mix, or how do I do this? This is my huge Golden Retriever mix. And you'll notice that he has big, huge behavioral problems because he's a giant 1,000-ton dragon, actually, and not at all a dog. There we go. Yeah, there's an episode with... Okay, that was really lucky that I was able to kill him at all, actually. What's another episode that was really funny? Bad dog. Yeah, that's true. They're trying really hard to like make it different every time, and like keep it wacky, and I do respect that. Yeah. So there's a let's see here. There's one where they do like Marvel movies, and that one's actually not that funny. There's one where they do a heist movie. I thought that one was really funny, actually. They love riffing on Marvel movies for whatever reason. They literally cannot get enough of riffing on Marvel movies, which I understand. I haven't seen a Marvel movie in like years. It's been a long time since I've seen it. The last superhero movie I tried to watch was that Superman one, and I thought it was really terrible. I thought it was like abysmally terrible. I hated that Superman movie so bad. That new one. It was just like so terrible. But I mean, you know, it's whatever. Just how it is. So usually when I see movies, I try to see... I go to the art theater, and I try to see those movies. But even some of those are really terrible. Oh, did you like The Last Guardians? When I see movies, I go to the art theater, but even those movies are sometimes really bad. Like, I saw one called... It's like a new movie called Orwell 1+1. And it's actually not a bad movie, per se. My issue with it is that it was very cheap and it was very unfocused. So it's supposed to be like this story about like Orwell and how like how he hates authoritarianism or whatever, right? And like I respect that. I respect that very much. I have a great deal of respect for that concept, but it ended up mostly being a biography about Orwell's life, which I found to be a little sorry, I had to shift something around there. I found it to be more about a biography of Orwell's life, and I found that to not be very interesting. But I mean, I guess it was okay. Yeah, I kind of wish they talked more about authoritarianism. I kind of wish they talked more about the Russian government, or they talked more about the Chinese government or something, you know. Because you know, I want to know the actual information, you know what I mean? Like, I want to hear what they have to say, like, why is China authoritarian, right? Like, You know, I know that seems like maybe perhaps a foolish question, but like a legitimate question I have is the Chinese government like authoritarian, and if so, in what way, right? And I've seen some stuff on YouTube where they kind of cover that topic. And so yeah, I would have much preferred that, but I think it was supposed to mostly be about Orwell's life. And that was okay. But I have to admit that I wasn't a huge fan of George Orwell after seeing it. I wasn't like, oh yes, I love Orwell now, or anything like that. I came away from it kind of not really trusting him. Not because I think he's necessarily wrong, but because... and there's like, it's like super cheap too. There's like a bunch of footage from like old films of 1984, and a bunch of old cheap film of like old animated versions of Animal Farm and stuff like that. And so I kind of, it's kind of ironic because if you look at Orwell himself, you kind of, I don't know. I guess I sort of like question him as like an author, because that used to be a more common thing, was like whatever you call it. Oh shoot! I just need to take this area slow. Because I guess recently Orwell hasn't really been in our cultural view, you know. Like, and I didn't read 1984 in high school. Like, I knew kids who read 1984 in high school, and I didn't. I read like Lord of the Flies, and I read like A Clockwork Orange of my own initiative. I actually wasn't assigned either of those. The book I was assigned was Grapes of Wrath, and Scarlet Letter and Grapes of Wrath, and I actually didn't like read either of them. I found them both, and Romeo and Juliet too is another one I read. Well, I don't understand what the heck he's even like saying half the time, to be honest with you. I don't even get, like, I haven't read any of his books, but it's like I don't understand the zeitgeist that he's supposed to represent. Nope. Like, I get the idea that authoritarian governments are bad and like all that stuff, but we already live in, like, I mean, not to be overly pessimistic, but it's like the police are watching us all the time. Like, it's like a part of our lives now. And then, you know, our system isn't necessarily fair either, per se, right? So it's like, and then it's like Animal Farm, where it's like the pigs, so the pigs are supposed to be the Bolsheviks, I guess, right? So the humans are the czars, right? And then the pigs are supposed to be the communist Bolsheviks in Russia. And they replace the humans, but then they're just as bad as the humans, right? Like, I get that concept. Totally understandable. Totally reasonable thing. But at the same time, like, I think the czars were also really bad too. So it's not like, I don't know. It's like, it's not like, I don't think it's fair to paint the czars as being like really nice people, because they're very much not. Interesting. Big Brother. Yeah, maybe I'll read it at some point. I was thinking of reading Atlas Shrugged, actually. I was actually going to read, like, either The Fountainhead or Atlas Shrugged or something like that. Is what I was going to read. That was the next book I was thinking about. Maybe I'll go check one of those out from the library. So I don't think 1984 is going to be as interesting. Come on. They know that's so stupid. They know for a fact that's what happened. They like the fog is designed to obscure you, so you just like get one shot by him. That's so hilarious. It's funnier. It's funnier the fifth. Is this the fifth time? It gets funnier every time. Every time it happens. Yeah, maybe I'll read it. Isn't it kind of a short book? Isn't it only like 200 pages or something? So maybe I'll read that just because it's short. That's a good point. When I really think about it. It's like, if it's culturally relevant, at least it can be short. And that's fine. That's good enough for me. Yeah, and then I saw... Yeah, that's... Okay, maybe that's actually a major W in its corner, is that it's short. Because I think Atlas Shrugged is like 500 pages or something. And it's like, I've been reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and it's like a 1,000 page book. It's like Lord of the Rings. It's like full-blown Lord of the Rings. It's like really crazy. Where am I going? Majula. We're gonna level up again, and then we're gonna kill Dark Lurker. Yeah, I guess we'll kill Dark Lurker.
There.
Everyone's favorite boss, Dark Lurker. My favorite boss, Dark Lurker. Hold on, let me check something real fast here.
Speak up.
We'll go 9 of those.
Visit.
And then we go to Lost Bastille, we go to McDuff's. We're gonna take a look at the Dex Twin Blade that I bought from Welliger here, just like a minute ago. Or when I was in the... I'll have to fetch a new Ember. Okay. Oh, we can do this. Yeah, so we need Curved Nail Greatsword. We need 5 more. We need 4 more Twinkling Titanite. Mastodon Halberd is okay. Yeah, we need Curved Twin Blade here, I think. Oh, it's Twinkling Titanite? Are you kidding me? That's what I'm trying to test. That's what I'm trying to test. That's a really, really, really good question, and I'm trying to test it. So basically, okay, so the main thing is that Zweihander is really useful for a handful of things. Okay, it's not really necessary. Well, I would say it's basically necessary. You want a Zweihander as well, or something similar. So you could do Black Knight Greatsword, or Black Knight Ultra Greatsword, or whatever. You do have options, but I think Zweihander is really good. I tried Warp Sword and it was okay. It didn't wow me or amaze me. It was okay. And then I'm gonna try Curved Nail Greatsword because every New Game Plus cycle it gets stronger. So right now it has like 600 AR, and it's like decently quick to come out. So look, yeah. So the theory goes is this might be better than Ice Rapier, but only in New Game Plus. If you're not in New Game Plus, you also can't infuse it. Okay, that's kind of disappointing, but you also can't infuse it either. You can't buff it or infuse it, so or you can infuse it, but you can't buff it, so it's kind of lame. And then I tried Chaos Blade, was not for me. I did not like Chaos Blade. Was okay though. And then of course you have the regular Rapier, that's always going to be really strong too. Not really a whole lot of issues there, but it's not as good as Ice Rapier. And then obviously Ice Rapier. Now I have a plus 10 Homunculus Mace, but I don't quite have the stats to use it. So I don't have enough strength to really see if it's better. But I think if you infuse it, it'd be okay. We can check that real fast. So we go infuse, Homunculus Mace. Yeah, so the total damage on Homunculus Mace would probably be about the same, honestly, if I had to take a guess. So I suspect that Homunculus Mace is really good too. And seems like a perfectly comparable Ice Rapier. Not quite as good, but probably almost as good. Like I said, Arc Sword or Warp Sword I found a little disappointing. And then at some point I might try Mastodon Halberd. We'll see what happens. Or Blue Knight's Halberd. We'll see. Fire Grand Lance is really good for normal enemies too. Yeah, well the heavy attack doesn't really matter. You don't really need it. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, and so then I might try Curved Twin Blade here, because if you look at Curved Twin Blade, the physical damage is actually really crazy. It's gaining like 181 physical damage. And then same thing here with this Twin Blade. Well, let me drop the infusion off of this Twin Blade. Yeah, so this Twin Blade is getting like a huge amount of AR too. So maybe Twin Blade is fine too with really specific stats. We'll mess with Curved Twin Blade later. And then Red Iron Twin Blade here is also like going to hit like a truck. So I don't even have enough strength to really use this thing. I have like 60 dex, and look at how much damage the Red Iron Twin Blade does. 340 base AR plus 178 with scaling. Plus 178 for my rings and stuff. Okay, this thing is actually really ridiculous. I'll use it on an enemy real quick here. So I think you do have other options, but I think they're just not quite as good. Or they're like near, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, but you have to do, yeah, so it's kind of tough to use. It's not as easy to use as another kind of Twin Blade. Because I think if you use another kind of Twin Blade, it just straight up goes into the combo. Yeah. So, and I think Curved Twin Blade's the same way, right? Yeah, look at that. So probably Curved Twin Blade is the best of the three. I don't know for sure, though. And you get bleed on it, too, which doesn't really matter, but it's something. And then, and then you need a Dark Hunter's Black Bow. You need a bow. You 100% need a bow. It's required, in my opinion, for the game. So, at least if you're in New Game Plus. So yeah, I mean, you probably don't have that many options, but I'm really trying to go through and try to find whatever the options are that you do have, because I feel like you do have some options, and I think like I said, I think probably. So again, Zweihander is good for some enemies. I think yeah, I don't think Warp Sword is good though. I think Warp Sword is bad. I think Warp Sword is very bad actually. But anyway, yeah, maybe Homunculus Mace. Maybe Homunculus Mace, because strength scaling is better than dex scaling, so you're gonna get a little tiny bit more damage out of these strength weapons. But they also swing a little bit slower, and the stamina stuff is like a bit of an issue. But we're gonna try Twin Blade, Curved Twin Blade, and Red Iron Twin Blade, and then we're also going to try Curved Nil Greatsword. And I think those are three really good options that might be able to beat Ice Age Rapier. But part of the problem is because of like an intrinsic component of the issue is that because yeah, let's just go kill Dark Lurker. An intrinsic component of the issue is the fact that just because you get Old Leo Ring from Ice Rapier, it's like impossible to argue with that. There's like nothing these other items can do because of how high counter damage is. So the counter damage you get on bosses is just so insane. It's like you're getting like 50% extra damage or 60% extra damage or something with Old Leo Ring too. So you're getting 40% just extra damage for free if you attack an enemy during a counter window, and then you're also getting another 20% on top of that for literally free. And there's really no other good damage rings. You could equip a clutch ring, but it just isn't the same as an Old Leo Ring. It's just nowhere close. So that's kind of the ultimate issue with it, is like maybe you have other choices, but I think in practice it's really hard to argue with the Ice Rapier on any level. Other than like bows and arrows and Zweihanders and stuff like that, obviously. And then I'm going to use the Grand Lance here coming up for Dark Lurker. So there's a way you can use it, or not on Dark Lurker herself, but on the lead up to Dark Lurker. There's like a bunch of enemies, and you can like chain knock them down with Grand Lance, right? So definitely there's room for other weapons, but against bosses, maybe not actually. Maybe not. It's hard to say for sure. But I want to find out. We're gonna find out pretty soon here, and but I mean, and then getting like Curved Twin Blade is like a huge pain to do. And then like I don't know. Yeah, so we'll try it. I think when I get to Fume Knight this run around, we'll give some of these weapons a shot. We'll go through the trouble of giving some of these weapons their fair shake, and seeing what they can do for us. Because I definitely don't think they're bad. Oh, where are we going? We're going to Dark Lurker. I think it's just really, and honestly, you probably could use these weapons just fine. We'll see. Under no circumstances am I not looking. I'm looking really hard to try to find the answer to that exact question.
Yeah, we meet a second. Yeah. Male.
I got to talk to him in Black Gulch. I forgot. Yeah, I think Warped Sword or Arced Sword or not Nil's Sword, Curved Nil's Sword might be okay. Yeah, that's the problem, is like, and then on top of that, you kind of have to go elemental too. It seems like Like the total AR I gain from Elemental here is just insane, because this weapon still gains from Ring of Blades, and like it basically almost doubles the AR of a weapon total, and then you gain. But against DLC bosses that might not be true, and then you still gain Ring of Blades and Olearing. So it'll be really interesting to see against DLC bosses, because I'm really interested in physical damage against those. Oh shoot, I forgot. Ugh. I gotta kill the invader. Hold up, I gotta kill the invader. Because you won't be able to go through the dark... You won't be able to go into the Dark Chasm without killing the invader here. Yeah, but the reason why DLC bosses are so important is because I think against non-DLC bosses, Elemental is optimal, but maybe against DLC bosses, because they have so much defenses, there's a possibility that physical wins. But no matter what, you still have to infuse your weapon. Or no matter what, you still have to buff your weapon. So it's not like my stat profile is going to waste, but we'll see. And up until this point, I've really benefited a lot from Elemental, actually. With stuff like, there he is. I've actually benefited like a tremendous amount from Elemental. I'll lure him over here. Especially since enemies get extra defenses in Covenant Champions. So there's a possibility that pure physical is better. But the thing is, you want pure dex just for a little bit of extra damage out of bows, I think. I don't know. Oh shoot. There we go. Okay, wow, super lucky. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm going to make a guide video where I talk about that exact question, actually. But like the problem is that like the rapier is worse than the ice rapier, right? And it's like a lot of these weapons have to go up against the rapier, and they may not even be able to really beat the rapier in any kind of meaningful way. And it's like not like very many enemies are super weak to slash. Very few enemies are weak to slash. Very few enemies are weak to very few enemies are really weak to slash. Really, in this game, it doesn't. Strike doesn't really matter, right? Like if you're playing DS1 or DS3, strike kind of matters, especially DS1, right? You're playing like Demon Souls. It's like, oh yeah, strike is really good actually, but for this game, I think it's not quite as good. It's like fine. And that's sort of all there is to say about it. But yeah, I mean, I've had some success with strike weapons in the past, so it's on the list of things that I'm gonna look at and go over. Oh shoot! But I'll wait until DLC. These bosses, I'm gonna like spellcast them to death. These next two bosses, so it's just like not really important. Like Dark Lurker is so resistant to physical attacks that there's no point in even bothering. Like there's literally no point in even trying to use physical attacks on Dark Lurker. It's literally a waste of your time to try to use physical attacks on Dark Lurker. Like I don't even recommend using any weapon at all. Fudge. Cool. Wow, not being in Covenant Champions is a lot for me here. Like, I feel like if some bosses were super weak to slash or something, it would make a lot more sense. But I don't think even... I think even a lot of DLC bosses aren't even really weak to strike. Like, it's not like Sir Alon takes, like, twice as much damage from strike or something, which is true in Dark Souls 1, right? Like, you're fighting Iron Golem, he takes a lot more damage from strike than he does from, like, thrust or slash, right? Or at least he's particularly weak to slash. You know, because he's a giant Iron Golem, right? Makes perfect sense to me. But, yeah, it's not even really a thing in this game. Well, if I can kill this, I can pick this off. Uh-oh. No! Is he just gonna sit there and chain? Knock me down? No! No! That's so bad. That's so terrible. I needed to not get the ghost. Or I needed to not trigger the ghost. It's like really lame. I'm like worried about running out of humanity here. But yeah, we'll try Mace. Homunculus Mace specifically. We'll save that for Fume Knight, or possibly we'll do it against whatever his name is. Possibly we'll do it against we'll do it against like Smelter Demon or something. We'll try it on Smelter Demon. We'll like we'll go side to side and we'll look at them, look at the options. And we'll probably do elemental and non-elemental too. So I have an Ice Rapier that's +5 non-elemental. And we're going to try that too. But against these non-DLC enemies, it's definitely elemental better, I think. If not by that huge a margin. Like, it's still true, but not by like the biggest margin in the world or anything like that. So like, look at how much damage this guy takes from a single Dark Orb. Okay, that's number 1. Shoot. Maybe I should just melee him, honestly. Usually I poison him, but maybe I'll just melee him. Oh. Okay, I actually think that's more efficient than poison. There we go. Okay, cool. There's the ghost. There we go. I need to make sure next cycle I get a ton of these stupid flame butterflies. Because if I run out of them, it's going to be real bad. Uh-oh. Yeah, I forgot about that too. Very silly of me. And there's only one vendor. There's only one vendor. Or no, there's a bunch in the Smelter Demon room. So I could actually go get them right now. I could actually go get a ton of flame butterflies right now. Because there's like 10 or 20 in the Smelter Demon room. In Iron Keep. So it's probably fine, actually. Oh wait, okay, there's still 2 more. There's only one Pyromancer. Or no, there's 2 Pyromancers, right? I don't remember. There we go. Like a throwing knife that just wrecks everything. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna... Yeah, well, no, I have an easy strat for that, so don't worry, actually. It's actually... I have a really busted strat for it, so you'll see in here in a couple minutes, when I clear these first two, how my setup works. It's actually really bonkers. I have a really bonkers setup for this, absolutely. So you're in for a treat here coming up. But I still have to get through these first two. It's the third one. It's the one in Dranklite Castle, which is the one I use. And I have a really bonkers setup for it. Like I said, there's still room for other weapons. They just don't DPS bosses very well. And you'll see it when I use Grand Lance here coming up. Ow. Boom. Okay. Oh, and we want to spellcast him because he's super resistant to physical. He's like the Dark Lurker, where he's actually mostly resistant to physical, and he's like, you'd think he'd be resistant to dark, but he's really only just resistant to physical. And so even though I'm capped out in the Covenant, I still have to do this every New Game Plus cycle.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got that one covered. If I just go, yeah, so I won't fight Dark Lurker, even though I've done this like a million times already. Or I've done this 5 times, I guess, technically. So then we go to Shaded Woods. Where is it? Shaded Ruins, yeah. And then this one's even easier, because I just poison everything, basically. Yeah, plus like the fact that the attack is like comes out right in front of you. It's like a long... It's like almost like a spear in front of you. That's really good in PvE too. So I think that for a lot of like any potential counterpoint to this weapon has to like go well above and beyond. It has to be bringing all of the thunder possible and just doing everything correct for it to even like match up to this weapon. Yeah, you'll see. I know how to make Dark Lurkers super easy, like comedically easy, like laughably easy. We'll go Dark Clutch here too. Or no, we want Blinker Blades. Forget that. And then I need to refill my human effigies, or I'll do it before I go to the next cycle. But the most important thing about Dark Lurker is I can't forget to swap back to Covenant of Champions at the end. Because obviously this is Covenant of Champions specifically. That's what I'm trying to cover here. So if I don't swap back to Covenant of Champions, that's a big L for me, personally. Okay, so I just start by poisoning this guy. There we go. Poison the next guy if I can. Oop. Yeah, so luckily this dagger guy sucks, so we should be able to actually clean these out with physical, or with melee. Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh shoot. Okay, well we gotta do it again. There goes another human. -1 human effigy. See, I shouldn't have shot the other one. I should pick off the first one and then yeah. So I'm still learning this because this has been I gotta just like I think I've had more success with this in the past than I do in this one. But that's why you don't do this rift and you don't do the one in Black Gulch. You do the one under Dranklite Castle because not only is it the easiest run back, but it's actually the easiest one by far. So you technically have to deal with Havel, but there's an easy way around Havel, and you technically have to deal with like there's a couple of like Rickard and stuff, but they're okay. They're actually not. They're more gimmicky than these guys. These guys are much worse than the ones in Dranklite Castle. So this is like the rough part.
Method.
And the only rule by Dark Lurker, like I said, is you don't want to be doing... You only want to cast spells. If you're doing anything but casting spells, that's bad. Because physical attacks are just... She's resistant to basically all physical attacks. Or whatever. So, you want to keep that in mind. Boom. Want to pick this guy off. I think I trigger the next one. Maybe? Like, where's Estus? Why does he have Estus? It's so lame. Oop. Here we go. There's one. Honestly, I think de-infusing my bow might be a smart idea, actually, though. I need to look at that real fast when I get done with this. Because I think physical bow might be better than infused. So that's another thing. Although I did just buy a bunch of these dark arrows, so... This is just, like, very disappointing. Oh. Yeah, on top of that, since some of these bosses are really execution intensive, right? There's kind of no point in teaching yourself to use a weapon other than an ice rapier, right? Like it would mess with my muscle memory to do anything other than an ice rapier. And so in the future, and so as I test these other weapons, it's going to give them a kind of a downside, or it's going to give them a bit of an unfair competition, you know. But we'll see. I mean, you get the extra ring slot, but that's the other problem, right? It's like, okay, so you save a ring slot for old Leo ring. Okay, what do you put in that slot? Well, I guess you could put it in Dark Clutch ring. That's okay, right? But it's really not all that amazing. You know, you could put in Ring of Steel Protection maybe and survive like one attack. I don't know. You could maybe put in like Ring of Regeneration for... I guess you could put in Ring of Regeneration, but like, you know, if you're getting one shot anyway, is that really going to do anything for you, right? You could do RTSR, right? So in case you have like 1 HP, right? In case they trigger your... So I guess that's what you could do, is you could do Mace and then go RTSR instead of old Leo ring, but it wouldn't be active all the time. And if it ever is active, you're kind of in trouble, right? Potentially. So that's another issue with anything other than... Right? Because Flynn's ring's a given. Ring of Blades is a given. You know, I think Clanthony ring is really good, right? So I guess you could go Clutch Ring, but I think a Clutch Ring is not anywhere near as good as old Leo. I think a Clutch Ring is like only okay. And that's really the core issue, I think. With a lot of these, there's a lot of this stuff, or with a lot of these other options. Okay, now you get to see me use Fire Grand Lance. Now you get to see me use Grand Lance, because this is where the real magic happens. Actually. Because we're going to go to Dranglite Castle, and then I'm going to tune my different spell set. So first things first. Where is it? Or what? We go to Dranglite Castle first. Where is it? Dranglite Castle. There it is. Under Dranglite Castle. And we'll keep our rings on for now, but we want to attune a different spell set. So what we do is we go Great Chaos Fireball, Great Chaos Fireball, Great Fireball, Great Fireball. I guess maybe we just do all Great Chaos Fireballs. We'll try this. I think that's enough to do it. It might not be. I might need to mess around with this a little bit more. But I think this is enough. And then we'll swap out our rings at the end here. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
Finally, you are here, young undead. It's like my favorite NPC. The mouth of the dark chasm is not normally open. Okay. Last chasm. We don't want to do anything here. So yeah, watch. This is super easy. Oh yeah. I really like the Dark Diver Grandal for some reason. Okay, watch. This is like super. This is I'm gonna slaughter it. Watch. You'll be shocked and appalled at what I'm about to do. Okay, come here, Havel. Come here. Boom. Boom. Bye-bye. There goes Havel. There we go. Okay, come here, Rickard. Come here. Come here, pal. Oh. There we go. That was close. Yep, same deal with Rickard. And you can just, yep. Yeah. Super easy. Super easy. You can use Y-hander too. And if you can't get them down the pits, you can still just chain knock them down. It won't stop it at all. It's still fine. Yeah. But I think they're designed to be knocked down the pits. And then for Dark Lurker, you just don't do physical, no matter what. You just never hit them with a weapon. You only do magic. So in this case, I'm doing pyromancies. They're just as good. You could do, I think, sorceries would be slightly stronger, but it doesn't really matter. They're just as good. The main problem with pyromancies, yep, simple as. The main problem with pyromancies is getting the actual pyromancies, but if you're in New Game Plus, it's not a problem. So if you're playing the game normally, it is a bit of an issue. But if you're not playing the game normally and you're playing the game in New Game Plus, it's fine. And then we go Dark Ring. We go Dark Quartz Ring for this, just to give us some extra defenses. And yeah, so let's hope this goes. Let's hope I actually hit all the torches. There we go. Yep, some good news. Hello, Dark Lurker, my friend. And when he splits, you want it. But the nice thing with Great Chaos Fireball is when he splits, it's going to do bonus damage to both of them. You know, the lava pool will hit both of them. Yep, so there he goes. Boom. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I goofed it up. Where is he? Where's the other one? He's just AFK. And obviously you want Clear Bluestone for this too. Oh. Oh, come on. One more. Oh shoot. I'm out. Okay. I didn't get enough spells. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Yep. Simple as. I actually have some friends from Australia. Interesting. I keep forgetting about them. But yeah, I actually know people from Australia. So we feather out. She's an archaeologist from whatever it's called. Sydney. Good friend of mine. Okay, so we go Flynn's Ring of Blades. Cool. Then we go to Majula. Whew. Yeah, so that's how you make Dark Lurker easy. Now, I had too many Great Chaos Fireballs. So you only want Chaos Fireballs for the part where they split for the lava pool. So if I could do it, if I did it all over again, what I'd do is I'd have one fewer of these, and I just have 3 Great Fireballs. But that's the basic idea for Dark Lurker and for that boss. Really simple, actually. Oh, I need to switch Covenants, too. Very important. Because I gotta do Throne of Want now. Or we'll do DLC. I guess I'll do Throne of Want last. Because Throne of Want's a huge pain, actually. So yeah, maybe we'll go do DLC right now. Or I need, okay, if I'm gonna do DLC, I need whatever it's called. I need, what do I need again? I need key. I need the key for it, yeah. So we'll grab the key and we'll go do DLC 1. And then I also do Pyromancies against, actually maybe I'll go do Throne of Want right now, actually, instead. We'll go do the first half of Throne of Want. We'll do Aldia last. Because Throne of Want's actually really easy. If you just know how to do it. Oh. And then we'll do DLC because Alana is going to be really hard. Alana's always been like the hardest boss. So I kind of don't want to do Alana until I'm stronger. And I'll test some weapons out on her when I finally get around to her. But first we do Throne of Want. Now for Throne of Want, same principle with Dark Lurker actually. We do Pyromancies here. Where is it? King's Gate, yeah. This is another really tough part. So if you want to, yeah, I mean, I don't really have a good setup for this boss, to be honest with you. But we're going to give this a shot. I worked last time, so I think Pyromancies can work just fine this time. But it's not going to be that easy. And then clear bluestone. And then I guess Ring of Steel Protection. Just so they don't hit me that hard, yeah. Or no, we need Kings first. We need King's Ring for the gate. Yeah, clear bluestone, fire clutch. Oh, and I need the gloves. The pyro gloves. This is another thing I forget, the pyro gloves. You can equip the penal handcuffs and get another like 8%. Which I keep forgetting about. You don't get the gloves I have on give you more souls, which is why, but it's good enough. I am Shanalot. Yeah, so we go Great Fireball here, I think. I think this is the way to do this boss. You could also use magic. You can use sorceries too here again. But again, the main problem with sorceries is that they don't provide you... You need like 60 int to really make them shine, and I don't want to have 60 int, right? So like I need a certain amount of faith for denial for DLC bosses and stuff like that, and I need a certain amount of int for like the lure spell, and I need a certain amount of and then also Dark Orb is really good too. So like going to 30 int, 30 faith makes a lot of sense. I think going to 60 int and then like a bunch of faith I think does not make as much sense. It might make some sense, but yeah, there. Okay. Ultimately, it's not. There's a lot of you can do this boss by doing it quick, but I find this to be easier. Obviously not speedrun tech by any means, but they block sometimes. Ow. Luckily for Ring of Steel Protection here. Oh shoot, okay. Well, gotta try it again. Yeah. This is a rough boss. This is always gonna be a hard boss. I could try I could go back to hexes. Hexes are fine for this boss, but I think they just are underwhelm just enough that it's not worth doing. Maybe I'll just Great Chaos Fireball right off the rip. And just not try to sweat it. Is it? This boss is always a problem too. This is like probably the worst boss, like the hardest boss in the game, weirdly. And you can't just like pick one off. You can't just like pick one off super hardcore and then just like win that way. It doesn't work like that because then they revive each other. We'll go to fire ice rapier too. And then I'll feather out before Nashandra, and then get denial back, and then flame weapon, and then I'll kill Nashandra with flame weapon denial, and then I'll skip Aldia for now because he's worth literally 0 souls, and then I'll go to DLC 1, and there's a really easy way through that, like a really fast way through DLC 1, but then you still have to kill Alana at the end, so it's like not even that fast, but it's okay. We'll get there. So I have I have 12 and 6. That should be enough. There we go. Oh yeah, is it anyone here not hear the Mambo number 5 for Dark Souls 2? I need a little Aldia in my life. I don't have it set specifics. I need a little Vendrick by my side. I need a little Nashandra, or a little bit of Nashandra's all I need. Oh. A little bit of Najka in the sun. Yeah, I thought about that, so I gotta really run that one into the ground. Boom. Okay. Can't believe this works. I'm out of Great Chaos Fireballs. It's a problem with Pyromancies. The other problem with Intelligence is you need a lot of, whatever it's called. Oh, she's gonna shoot me. No! No! That's so stupid. Once he's dead, though. Oh, come on. Doesn't really matter. There we go. Cool. So that's awkward as heck. So I need more copies of, what I really need is I need more copies of, whatever it's called. I need more copies of the fire. I need to go to the one place and get more copies of Great Fireball, I think. But I don't know. I think as long as I can kill one of them with Pyro, or yeah, I think Great Chaos Fireball is not as good. I think I need more copies of Great Fireball for that. But we can level up again, I think. Yeah, I think we can. So again, another area where it's like if you use Pyromancies, it actually goes pretty well. Crazy stuff, I know. Like that pyromancy tech. That legit pyromancy tech. Okay. That's enough. So I'm gonna go buy some more human effigies. And then I'm gonna go to... Where is it? No. Where is it? Unencrypt. No. So I'm gonna go to more human effigies and then kill Nishandra. And then... Or no, and then I'm gonna grab another copy of Great Fireball. And then the nice thing about pyromancies is you only... Oh wait, where am I going? Wrong way. They do just fine with a 30-30 spread. So 30 int, 30 faith. Perfectly good spread for pyromancies, actually. Like a very decent spread for pyromancies.
Human. Do not redeem blood.
Human. Okay. Buy item. Buy those. Okay, now we can... Oh, wrong one. Now we can head to Brightstone Cove and then grab another fireball. Yeah, and the AoE can hit both of them, and the AoE can hit the Dark Lurker too. And so, yeah, it's okay. I think it's fair to say that it's not like necessarily the optimal way to do it, but, you know, the fastest or whatever. But I feel like it's a really, really comprehensively competitive way to handle Thornwatcher and Defender too. Yeah, and then what happens is we grab it and we just die at that point. Because you don't really need... we don't really... We just need the spell. Honestly, I probably should have gone through the trouble of collecting a bunch of soul spears. But I didn't. But I don't really want to have to respec every time. Just to frickin', you know, have a bunch of extra copies of soul spear. Okay, go ahead. Oh, hold up. Yeah, so the spider should kill me now. And then I just go to... Is there some other thing I have to do? Or no, I need more flame butterflies too, actually. So we gotta go to Smelter Demon's room. And then we'll kill Nishandra. And then once Nishandra's dead, we'll... sell the Romanchets. Once Nishandra's dead, so we'll start by going to Smelter Demon's room. Grab those flame butterflies. And then... Is it this chest right here? Yeah, okay, five flame butterflies. That's actually pretty good. Okay, cool. So now we go back to King's Gate. And we switch back to physical. And we flame weapon Nishandra. And then we don't fight Aldea because he's not worth any souls. So the reason we're doing these bosses first is because we want like every level we can get our hands on for stupid, dumb, Alana. Because Alana is going to be tough. So I could go to Fume Tower first, but that's also really rough too. Or we need my rings changed too. So Ring of Blades. Flynn's. Okay, that's good. Old Leo. Or no, we need Kings. We go back to Old Leo, yeah. And then for the DLC, we'll do Iron Crown. Or you know what we could do for these spellcaster bosses is have Iron Crown on. And then we might be able to get some extra spellcasts in too. Probably not, honestly. I think I killed Dark Lurker in like a minute. Maybe like a minute and a half. So I don't think I would have gotten a refresh on any of my spells. But I guess there's a possibility. It really is kind of whatever. It's fine. As long as I have enough spells to actually kill the boss, it's the only thing that matters. And I think maybe we might do more attunement if we hit 60 strength. So we're 60 dex, 83 ADP, int faith, yeah. So we might go attunement. We might go more attunement next, but it's going to be really hard to get extra slots out of attunement coming up here. Okay. Yeah, cursed. No, she's gonna kill me. Nope. Ah, there goes that. Maybe I should use Pyromancies on her too. I don't know. This boss only has like 2 attacks. Oh, okay, well, whatever. Honestly, maybe I'll just do Pyromancies against her too. Let's try that. Because then I don't have to get close to her. Then I literally just don't have to get close to her. So maybe that's actually the way to do things. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's just straight up do that. As long as I'm really careful with it. And then we'll just do a Dark Orb too. Of 1 copy of Dark Orb. So this should be good. This should be good. Then we'll switch back to Clear Blue Stone. And then that way I don't have to contend with the orbs, which are like really annoying. Pyro Ring. And we'll go Dark Clutch, Dark Quartz too. Yeah, why not? Alright, wait, we need King's Ring for the door. Then we need Pyro Cuffs too. Honestly, we might not need Pyro Cuffs. I might actually just want the extra souls. Because it's only like 5% or something. Or is it? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna do Pyromancies, we may as well use the Pyro Cuffs. It's only like it's either 5% more souls or 2.5% more souls. But obviously I want to get as many. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So if I'm gonna go full hog and just Pyromancy, let's just go full hog and Pyromancy. Not really worry about it. I still haven't gotten the Dark Flame yet, but I don't know if I will because I'm starting to use Human Effigies. I mean, I do have the Fire Seed, so if I could find it, if I can figure out where it is, it'd be worth doing. But I think it's kind of a tough to reach place. I was looking for it on the main path, and I can't find it. I wasn't able to find it, so it's fine. That's another like 5% if you're fully hollowed. But you have to be fully hollowed for that. Oh. Trying to cast Dark Orb here. No! Okay, this is actually kind of something. I'm actually kind of impressed here. I think I have enough. So this way I don't have to deal with chaos with the curse orbs. Oh, not quite, huh? So I guess there's no Great... Okay, so no Great Chaos Fireball, I guess. Honestly, Dark Orb might be just as good. Uh-oh. Come on! Ugh, it's so dumb. Yeah. I think the Great Chaos Fireballs are the problem. I think I don't have that many. I think I have all of my Fire Orbs, or my Great Fireballs, attuned. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll just go back to physical. I think it's okay. I mean, maybe I'll have a bunch attuned, actually. Because I'm not really gonna... Yeah, so we'll just go back to physical, though. I think it's a cool idea in theory, but I think in practice it just doesn't... It's just not as good. I think it's not... I think I need... I think what I think I missed a couple copies of Great Fireball. Or I missed a copy of Great Fireball on New Game. Which was a kind of a mistake. So it ended up causing me problems. Where is it? Where is Flynn's ring? There it is. Yeah, curses indeed. Curses indeed. Oh, I never equipped King's ring. Yeah, and I guess I don't need penal handcuffs either. Yeah, I got 12, so I can just hit her with a couple while she's doing random crap. I don't know. Or maybe I can snipe the... You know what I might do is I might try to snipe the Chaos Orbs with my bow. Or something like that. Or the Curse Orbs with my bow. Just to try to give me a little bit more control of the situation. And then, yeah, it's kind of a shame dying to Nishandra. A little silly. Okay. Is there one near me? Yes. We're here. I think she's just slightly too much health for Pyromancies. Kind of weird when you think about it, the Stormwatcher defenders actually kind of have low HP. Oh, come on. I mean, I don't know. It's a great question. Just get used to fighting like everything. Like, do yourself a favor and just get used to fighting literally everything all the time. No matter what. Like every dumb random enemy, just fight that. Just fight it. Just do yourself the favor and learn how to fight the enemies. Because you're going to be doing it a lot. And then, Rapier is really good. You get less options. Use whatever weapon you want, basically. But technically the best weapon in the game is the Rapier, more or less. I don't know, if you have any specific questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Yeah, why not? Go for it. Do that thing. I hate that weapon, but it's perfectly fine. If you like it, you like it. It's all that matters. Perfectly, it's a fine weapon. It's an okay weapon, definitely. Great Club is better. So there's like a hammer that you can get slightly later in the game that's like way better. But Great Club, Great Sword is still really great. Yeah. It's just not my personal favorite. A lot of people swear by it. I don't agree. I think it's actually not as good as people think it is. But it is. It's also really good to train yourself how to use heavy weapons. Because if you've never used a heavy weapon before, they're tough to train yourself how to use, and you have to like learn how to aim them properly and stuff like that. So do that. The Zweihander I think is better, at least for PvE. Maybe for PvP, the Zweihander is not as good. But if you're doing PvE, Zweihander is technically better. But you can get Zweihander later. And when you do get his Y-hander later, you can switch to it or use it or whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's even better in this game. It's like actually kind of broken in this game. I'm going to use it later in this run. Oh, come on. Where is it? Finally. Yeah, also Dark Orb is really crazy too. If you like spellcasting is really good too. So consider spellcasting. Yeah, we'll fight Aldio later. Yeah, spellcasting is also really good too if you like it. Most people don't like spellcasting, I guess. I guess when a lot of people come to this game, they come to it for physical damage. I love spellcasting, so if you want to do hexes, that's really good too. I beat Guardian Dragon in 10 seconds the other day and pooped my pants. Wow. Really? Dang. It's hardcore, man. I think you're joking. I assume. Oh, with spells? Oh, okay. Yeah, Dark Orb is busted. Dark Orb is hella busted. Okay, we go... Where is it? Where is it? Where's Dark Weapon? Dark Weapon. Boom. Yeah. No, it's like super broken. Absolutely. You can do it even faster with sorceries, but you have to have a sorcery character for that to work. Yeah, so you can go spellcasting too. It's also super legit too, if you want to. Usually I tend to put that off. Or usually do it for like a second run or whatever, you know. I don't usually do that for my first run. Yeah. And you need like a ton of attunement too. Because you want like 12 slots. You want like all the slots you can get for that. To have like all Soul Spear. And then you just go to the DLC and you just like kill every enemy with Soul Spear. You just like spend 2 Soul Spears every enemy. You have like 60 int and like magic clutch ring and all that crap. You just like wreck everything. Yeah, but then what you have to do is you need to you still need to have a magic infused rapier or something. I used a spear actually. I used like just some random spear. And that was another really good one too. Where are we going? Oh, DLC. DLC 1. So I think it's all, we have every non-DLC boss. Yeah, really, really good too. If you're doing like a seamless co-op mod or something, that's really insane as well. Like you and a buddy. Like you can be casting Great Soul Arrow and your buddy can be like blocking or something. And that's like really bonkers too. Hooray, DLC 1. Hooray, DLC 1. Everyone's favorite part of Dark Souls, DLC 1. Remember DLC 1, everybody? It feels like a lifetime ago we were last here. I use Great Heavy Soul Arrow, Staff of Wisdom, Spear plus 10, and Charisma Parley. Yeah, those are all great things. Those are all good. You can parry with the Crimson Parma. Staff of Wisdom, yeah. Instead of Staff of Wisdom, I think people are right. People have complained to me a lot, and they say to me that Staff of Wisdom is not as good as like Sorcerer's Catalyst or Witch Tree Branch, and I have to admit that I'm kind of in agreement a little bit. In some cases, I think you want both. You want both ready to go, and then that way you can choose either fast or strong, depending on your needs, and that gives you a lot more flexibility against enemies and bosses and stuff like that. But I really like Staff of Wisdom. Oh, it's at the bottom of the pit. It's past the Forgotten Key door. The area I was literally just in. It's in one of those chests. So you buy the biggest ladder from Gilligan. You go to the bottom. You unlock the Forgotten Key door, and then it's in one of those chests. And the same is true with the Belvine. So the Hex one as well. Same principle. Oh, I forgot something. Uh-oh. Hold on, we're gonna go back. I forgot something. Yeah, no, you do want it. I do think you want it, but you don't necessarily... It's not ideal in every situation. There's some enemies where it's not as good, but you will do a lot more damage with it. If you have a fully upgraded... And really, there's no other use for Twinkling Titanite anyway, right? So if you go through the world and you pick up Twinkling Titanite, it's like, what else are you going to spend that on as a spellcasting character? Nothing. So you may as well just upgrade a Staff of Wisdom and it's fine. We need Urn. We need Urn. We need Urn right now. Yeah, I'm gonna stream probably at 3 or at 9, by the way, too. Yeah, I think that's a good video. People have complained to me that Staff of Wisdom isn't as good, but I still think Staff of Wisdom is good. But it's not like a requirement or anything. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. Okay. Hello, gentlemen. Oh, okay, well, that's user error. Gotta try that again. Didn't roll across the gap there. This area is actually really easy, as long as you just do it right. But you gotta do it right. That's the trick. So for that, it's actually kind of tough. It's actually, the sorcery in DS3 is actually very tough. And the reason why is pretty simple. So first off, Aldea is resistant to, or not Aldea, both Crystal Sage and Aldrich are resistant to sorceries. So that's a problem. Okay. Both Aldrich and Crystal Sage are resistant to sorcery, so that is a major issue. Other than that, so you may want to use Pyromancies. Yep, Aldrich is probably the hardest. Now you can use Pestilent Mist against both of those, and it's fine. So if you can get your hands on Pestilent Mist, you can use that, or you can switch to Pyromancies, and there's really no punishment for that. So just get what's his face. Uh-oh. Just talk to what's his face and not what's his name? Uh-oh, I missed one. I missed one. Which one did I miss? Oh, shoot. Which one did I miss? Where is it? Oh, I knew I missed one. Uh-oh. Whatever. At least I got it. It's fine. Honestly, anything for that game. Like, it's fine. Mace is fine. Yeah, I know. I think I missed one of them or something, yeah. Like, I just barely missed one of them. Is what happened there. But they're all up now, so it's fine. That doesn't reset when you die. I think one of my arrows just didn't hit the target or something. Or is that an arrow range or something? The arrow didn't trigger it, whatever. Yeah, I did do that perfect the other day. But, you know, it happens. Yeah, it's up, they're all up now, it's fine. It's good now. And then, like, it doesn't really matter, like, curved swords are pretty bad in that game. But, like, any long sword, I actually kind of recommend, like, maybe a long sword. Long swords, I think, are really good. You can use one of those, and that's perfectly fine. Mace is perfectly fine. Axes, I think, are kind of bad, so I would avoid those. You can katana if you want. It kind of doesn't really matter for that game, I don't think. And you do want a backup weapon, too. So... and then rapiers are bad. Rapiers are bad in Dark Souls 3. So rapiers and curved swords are really bad. It's like reverse Dark Souls 3. But everything else is pretty much okay-ish. You can use a dagger if you want. Daggers is pretty okay too. You just like backstab people and stuff like that. Parry crit people, backstab people, whatever. That's another really decent option. A lot of fun to be had there. So, like I said, but the main thing is there's a bunch of, and then also DLC bosses are going to be hard too. But you can still do them with sorceries. I'm trying to think if I remember. There's Moonlight Greatsword, but it's pretty meh. And it shows up fairly late in the game too. The main thing is that DLC bosses are going to be a lot harder, but you can still do them with sorceries. Definitely. The main thing is you want to like summon White Phantoms, and you want to summon White Phantoms, and then also you want to use Pestilent Mist against Midir. So there's one boss that's like really, really hard to kill with sorceries, and you're gonna want to use Pestilent Mist against him. And you also want to consider using the more mana efficient sorceries against the DLC bosses too. So instead of using Soul Spear or whatever against DLC bosses, you want to do like Great Soul Arrow and stuff like that, or depending on the situation. Which is why White Phantoms are so useful in that game. And then for Aldrich, you either want to switch to Pyromancy. So Aldrich is going to be the main stopping point for your game. And then make sure you get some defenses too. So, like, by the time you're fighting Aldrich, you should have, like, 15 to 20 Vigor, or whatever. You should have, like, 15 to 20 HP invested. And if you don't, you're going to have a really hard time, because he'll just one-shot you. So I highly recommend having, like, 15 to 20, so don't skimp on that. You basically can't skimp on HP in Dark Souls, in Dark Souls 3, in most cases. Yeah. But it's okay because... oh, shoot. It's okay because, oh, come on. Oh, I hate you, Dragon Sanctum. No! No! Ah. Ugh. I just did it wrong. That's okay. Let's just equip Silvercat again. What was I saying? Yeah, so you will need to have health, and yeah. And then, for Midir, for the endgame bosses like Midir and stuff, you basically have to use Pestilent Mist. I would not recommend trying to beat Midir in some other kind of way with sorceries. It just won't work. You basically have to use Pestilent Mist. But you can also use Pestilent Mist on every New Game Plus cycle, too, because it does damage of his health based on his, it does damage based on percentage. Oh yeah, for Aldrich, that's the main problem is Aldrich. Aldrich is probably the hardest thing, because so you will want a lot of HP, and then you can charcoal pine resin, or you can switch to pyromancies, and those are your options, frankly. Or Pestilent Mist. The problem is if you Pestilent Mist him, it's going to take you a while. He's a relatively tough boss, so be aware of that. Did I hit it? Fudge. Okay. Wrong one. It's this one right here. Who was fighting? Oh yeah, these guys? Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I have to, yeah. Well, I can't actually even hit them yet. I need to break their things first. Or I need to get the things, I need to get the key here, though. So I could fight Gank Squad first if I wanted to. But I usually just go for Alana. A little bit of Ava's all I need. Sorry. Gotta make sure everyone hears that. Little bit of Vendrix, what I need. A little bit of Najka's in the sun. Or, shoot. I actually don't know the song. See, that would make a lot more sense if I knew the song. If I was, like, really familiar with the song. Little bit of Alana in the sun. Swag. Go ahead, kill me, brother. Don't worry about it. There we go, cool. Okay, and then we just need to get down to... So we have everything. We have everything we need. So we just need to get down to Alana. Okay. Whatever. We just corpse run to each of these bonfires. Slurp. Sipping my juice. My delicious, delicious apple juice here. Oh. My orange juice. Orange juice. How they say it in Japan, probably. Okay, and then once we get this bonfire, I'll probably gonna end stream. I've been at it for 3 hours, so gotta switch gears. Gotta go get some other stuff done. Play some Isaac even, maybe just. Yeah, but you can kill. So I recommend, yeah. So for like Gale and stuff, before I head off, for like Gale and stuff, you want to use a combination of the efficient ones and the good ones and the strong ones. Like FP efficiency is actually really crucial for that game. Okay, they kill me, but then I just revive instantly. Whew. Okay. Well, it's been a really fun stream, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We got a lot done. We got the entire second half of the main game done, and we're poised to basically be well on our way to the. As long as I can do these next couple bosses correct, we're well on our way to be able to plow through all of this DLC within like an hour or two, and then be well on our way to like Fume Knight, basically. Possibly even kill Fume Knight this time, or Blue Smelter, one of the two in the next session. So I will be streaming tomorrow, definitely. Tomorrow's absolutely I'm going to be streaming. So consider tuning in then. And thanks for chatting too. If you've been chatting, thank you very much. It's really awesome to see people in the chat and stuff. And if you have any questions about like even just Binding of Isaac or whatever, feel free to ask them and all that stuff. So thanks for watching.